Happy Friday. It's Friday evening. Just gonna be sharing some entertainment tonight. Sash, I saw your video a while ago. I didn't get a chance to comment on it, but y'all did a good job on the challenge. Hey, happy Friday. Congrats to everybody that did the challenge this week. Y'all did a good job. Hey, Shaggy girl, how are you? Good to see you. I am your host. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my God, look, yeah. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Guerrero on Wellness and More. And I'm your host, Georgia Guerrero. Today, I'll be doing some entertainment. I want to talk about the movie, The Good Sister, y'all. If y'all have not seen that movie on Tubi, it came out on Tubi, and it's called The Good Sister. I just want to talk about it for a little bit. I tell you, I don't have any sisters. I have 5 brothers. This movie showed me that you can't trust people in your house, not even your own kin people. And the question I wanted to ask, who do you blame for this? Do you blame the husband or the sister? In cases like this, who would you blame? Or you would take blame on both? The movie came out in 2025 when it first came on. Yeah, on Tubi. Hey, welcome in. When it first came on, it was showing the sister and her husband and a best friend. They was having a party. They was you haven't seen it? Okay. But anyway, they was celebrating some milestones about a company or something him and his best friend was finna go in and do together. It's obvious that the lady and the husband had been having problems anyway. When I start, you can start seeing red flags. You have to pay attention to red flags when it comes down to your relationship, your marriage, or relationship or friendship. Those be some red flags out there, right? But you got to know how to, you got to catch them because getting into the movie. I hate to tell you about the movie if you haven't seen it, but it still ain't like you saw it. You still can see it though. I'm just gonna talk around about it. I think it was some mental illness going on with it. But anyway, how's y'all day have been? Did y'all have a good day? We did finish the walking challenge. I think everybody did an awesome job. Everybody, shout out to my members. I think I had about 5 members participate. And I had Frank and Sassy. They've been doing it with us since the beginning of the year. We appreciate y'all so much. Next week we'll be doing the pineapple water challenge. It's not a hard challenge. It's just only pineapple and water. Hey, Joshua, how are you doing? Good to see you. I was going to talk about this movie called The Good Sister, and you can find it on Tubi. I'm just doing a review on it because I had picked out some things I want to talk about. Um, it's hard to trust people in your house. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you. From me being married and anybody in the chat married, you have to be skeptical about who you bring in your house, even your relatives. I'm not saying y'all relatives are like that, but there are some relatives will do stuff like that. So you got to know those red flags and things like that. Like I was saying, get into the movie. This movie came out in 2025, and it's about a couple from Atlanta. It's not a true story and thing. It's just a suspense movie because some of those movies on Tubi, you can just about tell what gonna happen because how they begin the movie. And I saw her red flag soon as she started sleeping with her husband, best friend. That told me a lot about her right there. That told me a lot about her. I mean, if you got somebody that's providing a home for you and trying to make sure y'all have a good way of living, and then because the husband and the best friend, I think they was married. I'm just gonna say her husband. It's a twist, and I'm thinking it's gonna be another part because the way it went off. So getting on into the movie, like I said, came out in 2025. I didn't watch so many movies on Tubi. I mean, most of the movies be kind of like the same. It always gonna be somebody get killed most of the time, or somebody gonna sleep with somebody. But this movie here is about two sisters. It was the oldest sister and the youngest sister. And the youngest sister, she killed her husband. She killed her husband because her husband wanted to leave her because she slept with his best friend. It's just like a soap opera, really. She slept with his best friend. He's trying to work and provide for her. She didn't even have to work or nothing. But no, she wasn't happy with that. She wasn't happy with that. She wanted to try the best friend out. So that was a red flag with me. When I saw she was turning her back to him and didn't want to sleep with him, I said, it'll be one of those kind of movies. Cause as married couple, we all be tired, but the man said he had been want to be with her. He had slept with her. They hadn't been together in a couple of weeks, and she always, I guess, get in the bed and turn her back to him or whatever. So he was picking up on something. He was like, sorry for interrupting. Did you see Please on Tubi? Please, that's a movie. That's the name of a movie. I had to check it out. I'll check it out. But that's a movie. But yeah, you gotta notice those red flags. Cause she didn't want to be with him, right? I know you married, as I'm married. A lot of people in the chat might be married, right? And if all of a sudden you start being a certain way, or either your partner start being a certain way, you go ask questions. I know I am. I'm gonna be like, okay, what's wrong with you today? Like that. And he was wondering. He was telling her they hadn't been together sexually. They hadn't been together. Every time I turn around, she was talking about she tired, this and that. And so found out she slept with his best friend. She was sleeping with her husband's best friend. And so he saw how trifling she was, right? He saw how trifling and how she was, and he was like, I can't stay with you. You sleep with my best friend? My best friend, he said I guess he was considering the man like his brother. And so he told her to get out of his house. told the woman to get out of his house, and she said she wasn't going nowhere. She killed the husband. She killed the husband because her husband found out she was with his best friend. And it was just how crazy this went to me. The police came there, right? And they just took her word. They didn't try to investigate. You know how most of the time when a husband or a boyfriend get killed, the first person they're gonna suspect is the wife or the husband. Them folks just took that woman's word. They took her word that he abused her, was not true. He did not abuse her. She just was sleeping around on him. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Top bottom, doing okay? She did her little shop today. I don't know if y'all see her. She was out there with her shop. Yeah. I'm talking about the movie The Good Sister. I know when people talk about it, you probably don't want to see it, but you still have to see it and and enjoy it the way you enjoy it. But going on with the movie, like I said, okay, the police didn't ask no question. And 9 times out of 10, most police is now, most police is, they do suspect the husband or wife. Am I right or wrong? When a husband go get killed, they gonna think the wife did it. If a wife is dead, they gonna think the husband did it. The police officer took her word. They ain't asked nobody else what was going on. Okay, she killed the husband and she moved to Atlanta. She went to Atlanta where her sister was. Now this right here what got me. Ooh. She went to Atlanta where her sister was. Her sister and husband. Now look. If I don't have any sisters, if I had one, I would love them, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You bring a single woman in your household, that won't work for me. I don't care. Not to come stay, you probably can come visit, but this girl invited her sister in her home, said, now look, these are some words you should not tell people. My house is your house. You should never tell what's mine is yours. Anything in my house, yes, look, you can't tell people what come to your house to say. Anything in my house is yours. Those the wrong words to tell. Those the wrong to tell somebody. Because people gonna think they can do that. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, even the husband, that's why I said he was a weak man. I said he was a weak man. That's what I say. Because he didn't have to, you can't blame the man. Because both of them did. Both of them messed up. So she let her sister came and stayed. And some of the things, thank you, Miss Key. Oh, y'all probably see I got my new dentures. I told you I had to go back to the dentist and I was getting some more work. I got to get used to them, but we're going to have my little granddaughter here. She'll be saying, Grandma got some new teeth. But I missed my goal. I might try to put it back on there. But when I saw her with the way she was dressing, first of all, you can't go around dressing so provocative around married people. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't know respect. I would have turned around first of all. What about y'all ladies? Tell me, I want some feedback from y'all. If your sister would have come over, you say you got 5 sisters, Sassy. One of your sisters mixed up. That's why I said she had some mental illness going on. But her sister was willing to be there for her and help her, right? First of all, she would have came to my house with them low-cut blouses and booty shorts on. For one thing, I would have stopped her in the front door in the beginning. You hear what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Right? So Top said, oh, she wouldn't have made it past the door. Exactly. See, she came in the door. She came in her door. She was looking. She already had it in her mind that she wanted her sisterhood. But this where I fought the sister at. That is your house. That is your husband. You can't let nobody come in and take over. You can't do that. Kin, twins, I don't care what they are. You can't let people come in your house and take over. And don't tell people what's mine is yours. You welcome to stay here. My house is your house. You come to visit. Now, I don't mind, people can visit and stay, but not move in, not coming in like you looking for something, because that's what she was doing. She already had it in her mind what she was looking for. And one thing I didn't like either, I guess her sister was insecure about a lot of stuff, because the way the baby sister was talking to the woman of the house, I'm just going to put it for y'all to know who I'm talking about. Hey, Miss J. Jordan, how you doing? Good to see you. Trying to do a movie review over here. Good to see you. That's the J. Jordan, everybody. If y'all don't know who he is, look. I call him the bionic man because he do it all. He do fitness. He be writing songs. He write a song, got to comment. He do a little of it all. Now, one thing I ain't seen him do it. I've been telling him all these years to cook. I ain't seen him cook now. He do everything but cook. Now, he eat them cereals. But Jay Jerry, he's a very positive person. He motivates others. He like Fugal Mama is on the woman. Fugal Mama leading the women, right? Jay Jeremy leading the men and women. He do fitness. He do different challenges every month. And me and him been connected for a while. We've been connected for a while. And thank you for coming in. Very positive person. And I guarantee you over there, he'll help you move some muscles you ain't been moving. You bake some cake. You have to. I don't be getting a notification that much now. I got to get back with the membership thing too. You know how I be sometimes. And I was able to get back monetized also. So have been working on trying to get this channel back right. You must be got it on a playlist or something. I gotta see that. I ain't seen Mickey. Have you seen Jay Jerry cook anything? We used to challenge him to cook, y'all. The only thing I used to see her doing eating them cereal. I could see trouble none at my home face. Ooh, girl. I was just so here. Yeah, it wasn't easy now. It wasn't easy. Trying to help Miss Key get hers back. It take consistency, it really do. But y'all make sure y'all connect with Jay Jared. Type troopers for y'all to be able to connect with him, or Jay Jared, you type troopers where everybody can connect. And I was just talking about this movie, right? And I was saying that, hey, Living for Jesus, I got some people here I can ask some questions now. I was talking about the movie about the good sister, about this sister moved in with her oldest sister and husband. She had her eyes set on her sister's husband. And I was just saying, you can't really trust people in your house, not even your own kin people. First of all, you got to know those red flags. The girl came in the door half naked for one thing. She wouldn't have got, I'm like, Top, she wouldn't have got past the door. First of all, hey, Drea. First of all, you got to respect people's homes. I don't care if you got sister, their aunt, cousin, whoever. You cannot come in people's house and you got to turn people right at your door. Especially coming here half naked. See, her sister was doing her justice trying to help her out because she had just lost her husband. which she killed. She killed the husband, saying her husband abused her, but her husband didn't abuse her. She was cheating on her husband, so she gonna kill her husband and go move in with her sister and her husband. And his friend and her friend both told him, no, that's not a good idea. Thank you. That's not a good idea to bring a single woman in your house. That's not a good look. It's not even good. Even though that was her sister now, she trusted her sister to be around her husband. But all the red flags were there. She was dressing inappropriate. She was out to get her sister husband. You hear me? The girl was all mixed up. And then she would make her sister feel bad about herself, right? She would make her sister feel bad about herself. She like, that's why me and mom said you can't handle this. She was saying her sister was insecure. So she felt like she had the right to do what she was doing. But no, you can't let everybody in your household. You gotta see them red flags, y'all. You gotta see them red flags. She kept on bouncing her tail around there with them little booty shorts on and just bending all over, walking all through the house. I would have shot her as soon as she stepped on the doorstep. I'm just I would have shot her. I'm telling you. She would she wouldn't have been able to come in my house. Kid or twin, I don't care. You ain't coming in my house looking like you finna go to bed. And she had to tell the girl to go put on some clothes. Why she had to tell that girl that? She came there. She was on a mission, y'all. The sister was on a mission. And look, she did what she came to do too. But who do y'all blame in situations like this? I want to ask people, the married couples, the ones that got someone, who take the blame in this situation? Do the husband or the sister? Or both of them? Both of them are wrong, but who do you think should have been there? One to say, look, I can't do this. I fought the husband. First of all, you already married to my sister. But you know that I ain't talking about the men now. Y'all know they have some of them men there. They be feeling like they want all of it. They want to be in the family. They want to go through the family. I ain't talking about y'all men, JJ, but some of these men ain't nothing but dogs. You hear me? Some of them ain't nothing but dogs. So I blame him because of the fact he was married to her sister. Yeah, she would walk around with a little booty shorts and whatever. He was acting like he didn't see her. But he was looking at her. He was looking at her. But I know they always say the flesh is weak. They say the flesh is weak, but come on now. What y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? So who would y'all blame if you was in that situation? Who do you think should have been a better person? Both of them should have known better. But I really do fault that man because you already in a marriage. You already got your home. You've been with your wife for years. And then you going to let her sister come in and just mess you up? I say he was weak. He was weak. Very weak. So I'm going to see what y'all say about that. But y'all check the movie. Look at Jason. Oh, good to see everyone. So who do y'all think to blame? Who do y'all think to blame? Straight up bet the black earth. I know that right now. Jesus. She would have made it. I think I would have shot her in the yard. I think I would have shot her in the yard. Who do y'all think should take the blame seriously? She's a straight up bet. I would have the blank off of her. She would be She would be alive when I fish with her. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you is the king, you is the queen of the house. You can't let no other woman come in here and think they gonna get your husband like that. That's why a lot of people don't. Ooh, I don't play that. I mean, I visit people, but I don't. I'm not. I'm one of those types that I just don't have a lot of people at my house. I don't. I got a couple of friends I be around, but I don't. I don't do that. I just don't. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Having people over, but sometimes you have to keep your eyes open. Now. You gotta get that care that sack of thought. Like you finna go to the my baby finna go to the concert, y'all. She finna go see Fantasia. Get me a t-shirt. Fantasia concert up here, y'all. Her and Joe. No, I mean her and Anthony Hamilton. Child, I don't know how you walking in them heels. Woo. But yeah. See, she all right. Let me tell you what she did. She left that door open for her sister. First of all, she told her, my house is your house. Whatever in here, you can have it. You crazy. You was crazy for saying that to her. But people, this is reality, y'all. People do this in real life. Even though this is a movie, but people do this in real life. They don't care if they your sister husband or your sister boyfriend. They don't care. Especially that, I mean, J. Jared, I'm asking you since you a man, are you still in here? Do you think that man should have took more responsibility? I want to ask J. Jared since he's the man in here, and I think Joshua in here. What about it, J. Jared? Do you think the man should have been a better person? That's why I said men and women are different. But I think, who do y'all think the weakest when it comes down to men and women? Do you think we weaker than men, or you think men are weaker than us? He was weak. I say he was weak. Okay, we're talking about the whole situation. I was thinking about the initial part. Yeah, she came in the door. She had a mission when she first stepped in the door. She was trying to act like she was so sad, like she a grieving widow. She killed her husband. That man didn't abuse her. And her sister just opened her doors for her, then she did her like that. I hate to tell y'all all about the movie, 'cause I want y'all to watch it. I want y'all to watch it and just, pick up some notes on it. But what made me mad with her is she was rubbing it all in her sister's face. And that's what irked me so bad. Now, if you know you messing with my husband, why you gonna be all in my face, making me try to look like I'm stupid? Like, what? She called herself cook breakfast one day, y'all. Let me tell you what the woman did. That's why I said she crazy. She cooked breakfast one day. She made sure her and the husband ate. She told her, you can use a salad. She told her sister, you ain't bought no food there. You moving into my house, cooking up my grocery, feeding my husband, and trying to tell me I'm fat and telling me I need a salad. They sit there eating steak and eggs and stuff. She fixed her some lettuce. Ooh, child. I would get mad and mad. I want to pull out something. Do y'all ever just watch movies and it just make you want to just jump in the TV screen? That's one of those movies. The wife should have shot her down and the husband should have backed her up. Exactly. Okay. I blame the singer's sister. I don't like being around other people men, and I definitely wouldn't. I like this. Exactly. I definitely would not be around My sister man like that inappropriate. Exactly. Exactly. Did okay, we'll talk about yeah. But the plot, it was a suspense movie. It's a twist to it, child. It's a twist. I believe it's gonna be another part. Y'all watched any Tubi movies before? Y'all see how they'll come in the beginning, show you what you can just about tell somebody finna get killed, in other words. But I didn't like that. This crazy woman, she made sure the man ate and she made sure she ate. And she gonna tell her you can use a salad. I mean, I would have slapped. Ooh, child. It made me mad. First of all, it wouldn't have happened anyway. Ain't no disrespectful thing coming into my home. I'm the queen. Woo-hoo. I'm the queen up in here. Girl, you better say it. You better say it. Yep, say I have fun. Oh yeah, kind of. I was finna put on camera to my She want she want me to put on camera. But yeah, she stepping in them hills. You girl, them thing about like that. I said, how you walking? Look at my girl out there. She said Jesus himself would have to. Woo, woo. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I tell you. No, she said, whatever here is you can have if she's basically girl. That's what I'm saying. This is your house. She telling her, this is your house, make yourself at home. And even now this what then the husband gonna say, this before they really got to do what they gonna do, right? He said, I don't think it's a good idea that she come here. She's a killer, because she killed the husband. But he wasn't thinking about that when he got what? He wasn't thinking about she was a killer, did he? Shoot. Move like that be making me want to jump in the TV. Ooh, yeah, honey, she got them heels. You said I don't generalize genders. Okay. But if your man is weak. That's true. Yeah. Hey, Ruthie. I want to ask Jay Jerry how he would have handled that. Oh, Frank seen the movie. Frank told that woman crazy. I don't know where he at, but he seen the movie. He was the one told me about the movie. I'm talking about the movie about the good sister. And I was just asking people in the chat about, how would they feel like if they had their sister to come in and they said, well, my sister want to come stay because she killed the husband. Now, I would have been scared to have in my house anyway, y'all, because she killed her husband. She killed her husband. She said her husband abused her, but he did. She know her husband, and he wanted to leave her, and she didn't want to go nowhere. She wasn't working. He was taking care of her, but she wanted to be with his best friend. So he said, I can't do this. He said he can't do that. He can't be with her no more, right? So she killed him. Killed her husband, told the police he had been abusing her for years. But I mean, they never did show what he was abusing her now. Because when the movie came on, they was having a party and stuff. And I'm like, okay, this might be a pretty good movie. But she lied. And the police didn't ask no question. They let you know some police just take people's word. They don't even investigate. They just take people's word and go with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the movie is called The Good Sister. They're pretty good. I don't want to tell y'all all of it because y'all might do want to watch it, but it's pretty good. It's a twist to it. It is a twist to it. So she said, even if I didn't have a man, she couldn't come in with the booty. Ooh, yes, honey. She was all in the water night. Look, she was in her sister and her husband in the swimming pool. She gonna come stroll through that with her little skimpy stuff on. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I wish he could have been stronger than what he was, but You know, they said the flesh do be weak, y'all. They said the flesh be weak, but you got to have some common sense, too. You got to have some common sense. Yes, I talked to the TV. Oh, you do go. She was making me so bad, especially when she just sat up there, call herself and cook breakfast, right? And see, her sister she thought her sister didn't have no sense, but she was like, now y'all gonna actually sit up here and eat this? She said, well, it wasn't enough for you. Lady, you did not buy that grocery. You ain't bought nothing. But you gonna make sure my husband eat and give me some salad. Somebody, you can stand and eat a salad. I believe I would have slapped her right there, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you. You ain't gonna tell me what I need to be eating, but you feeding my husband like that's her king. Move like that be making me so bad. That be making me so bad. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's called The Good Sister. It's on Tubi. It came out this year. Frank was the one told me about the movie. And I told him I was going to watch it. And he was like, that woman was crazy. I said, yeah, she was crazy. Hey, James, how are you doing? But like I said, I seen the red flags, when she started sleeping with her husband's best friend, that told me right then she'll do anything. She would do anything. Her husband's best friend was just like his brother. They was going to try to business together, right? And they were celebrating their milestones. And she was acting like she didn't want to be around her husband. Like I said, I'm married, and we got married couples in the chat. And I'm not just saying stuff, trying to put stuff out. Don't think it's about y'all husband or my husband. I'm just doing commentary. This is entertainment. But if you know your husband, if you really know your husband, you know what he like and what he don't like. If he start acting funny, that's a red flag. That's all I'm saying. Cause I be asking questions. I be asking questions. I sure do. I know my husband be like, I be calling. I know what you doing. If I ain't right, I'm like, what you doing? I say, I ain't heard from you today. I mean, you gotta have that you gotta keep that communication going, guys. What I'm saying, you gotta keep your communication going. Ask them how their date was. Just have a conversation with them. Let them know where you stand. And don't let nobody come in and feel like they can take what yours. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight for it. But yeah, I want y'all to watch it. Hey, Live Pride. Girl, I'm over here talking about the movie I see. And I was asking, yeah. And I was asking the question, when it comes down to things like that, who do you think is the weakest out of the man or the woman? I was just asking. I think I like what Drea had said too. I blame the man, but the woman is at fault also. Yeah, Frank told me about the movie, and I just not started talking about it because she was a single woman. She knew that her sister had some insecurity about herself, and she would rub it in her face, and she would say, "That's why me and Mom always say, we gonna do this." Like her sister didn't have a mind of her own. In other words, I'm gonna come on in here and take her husband, and she gonna be all right. Ladies. No, 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 no. Kin, twins, I don't care who they is. You can't let them in your house. Not like that. Coming to your house half naked, walking all the way around with the booty all out. I probably would have shot her. But respect goes a long way. Respect goes a long, long way. And you got to have that respect. And I said he did not respect his wife, because he failed so quickly. You know, he just got out of bed with her, with his wife, and when it got with his sister. Just like, then after they did what they gonna do, he gonna get right back in the bed with his sister. I said, you dog, you. I want to shoot it. I want to shoot him. Then the next day, acting like nothing didn't happen. And she asked him, way before it all fold, way before it came to the end, coming up to the end, she asked him, she said, is anything going on with you and my sister? He said, no. I'm just keeping her company. She lost her husband. She killed the husband. That's what she did. She killed the husband, so she's still grieving. That woman, she know that sister knew exactly what she was doing. You saw the preview. I'm just telling you all about the movie, but it was pretty good. I just didn't like the fact how she just, I was just saying you can't just open your doors to everybody. You can't tell a person, you welcome to stay. What's mine is yours. You can have anything you want in the house. In so many words, that's what she was telling the sister. And she was taking it in. Like she, yeah, I got my eyes on what I want. You don't do that. It's on Tubi. I saw it on Tubi. When family members cheat with a swap mate, it's never. No, it's not. It's not. But like I said, she thought her sister was, which she did have some insecurity about her. She was worried about different things like a weight and different stuff like that. Cause that's why the sister's gonna say you could stand. But she looked nice. Both of them looked nice. She said you could stand and eat a salad. I'm just letting you know. But you gonna sit there and eat my steak and eggs, steak and bacon or whatever. I think I would have got me some grits and did what that woman did on what's it called movie. I probably would have thrown some grits on her. Okay, did you have a good day today at your pop-up shop? Y'all make sure y'all check out Top Bottom. She do her own skincare, and she had a shop. You sound good. We gotta have some humor around here. So I said today's just an entertainment night. I'm gonna go find me another movie. You see, I got that popcorn right there. I thought I had some popcorn. The kid ate all that popcorn. Yeah, I know it had been raining today. And shout out to everybody who did the challenges, did the walk for wellness. You guys did so good. Let's give everybody a hand. Yay! I made it. My legs sober. I made it. You did. Oh, I thought I had some. I would go eat some while I was talking. I think my little grandbaby, when she had a little birthday party, they ate all that. But yeah, honey, I just picked that out the movie. Like, I'm not saying, but y'all know people don't care these days. Some people don't care. They don't care if you kin to them or not. If they feel like they can try you, they will try you. But they say that flesh do be weak, but you gotta think. It gotta be some common sense there somewhere. You see what I'm saying? It gotta be some common sense there somewhere. And that girl didn't have none. she acting like that was her husband, y'all. She was acting like that was her husband. Cooking for the man, leaving her sister out, walking through the house with her butt all shorts all up her butt. How's you little husband, you? How's you little husband, you? You won't come in my door. I probably would have shot about 2 or 3 times. So I was just asking the question, who you think was the weakest? Who y'all think was the weakest? I said it was the man, but then too, the sister should have known better too. But when people have agendas, y'all, when people have agendas, And when they get set their eyes on to do what they gonna do, they don't care who they hurt. You know, because people have agendas all the time. They really do. You know, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of friends. You know how a lot of couples be hanging out with other couples, and you know when I used to hang out, yeah, men, a couple of friends and husbands, we used to hang out like that. You know, but I didn't really have nobody coming to my house. You know, these days you really can't. You have to be real. Hey, emotion. These days, y'all, you have to be real careful who you let in your house. I mean, I'm not trying to tell nobody. I'm not trying to start no. I'm not trying to mess up nobody's home or anything like this. This is just entertainment. But I'm just saying, for real, you know, especially if you have to know those red flags. You have to know those red flags. So y'all want to know what happened at the end? Do y'all want to know what happened? Put some popcorn in the chat. I tell y'all. Can we get some popcorn in the chat? Can I get some popcorn from y'all? Y'all got some popcorn emojis? Let me get some popcorn, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all what happened at the end. If I tell y'all what all about the movie, y'all ain't going to want to watch the movie. But when you're doing a review, you got to I was trying to just pick out some part, but the main thing I wanted people to know that you can't trust everybody, especially when they coming in being disrespectful in your home. She told her sister to go in there and put on some clothes. She said, "Go put on some clothes," because she felt it, but she didn't want to believe that her husband would do her like that, especially with her sister. You know what I'm saying? And I think he had cheated on her before. I think he had cheated on her before, and you know, sometimes when that trust be messed up, it's hard. You gotta have that. You know, it's just like when you lose trust. It just you can't just get back where you was. But that was my partner Frank. Tell him Frank about the movie Frank. That one more crazy. That's your favorite. Frank. Frank, I finally watched, and I was just asking the question. I'm glad I got some men in the chat. I'll go at Jay Journey. I don't know where he went, but Frank, the guys in the chat, to be honest, I ain't gonna ask y'all that. I ain't gonna ask y'all that question. That was fine. But y'all would have turned it away. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, when a woman was trying to come, you know, you saw what she was doing because you saw the movie. What you would have? What? I'm gonna ask you a question. Would y'all would have turned it down? Frank, emotion. Who else in here? Would y'all would have said, "Look, I'm married to your sister. I can't do this." But I know the flesh is weak. I know the flesh. Frank, what you would have did, Frank? Frank, what? Just tell me, Frank, what you would have did. You would have gave in to. Be honest. Woo! I know, Frank. I know you would have, Frank. Frank, you saw how she was dressing. Look, Frank, you saw how she was dressing, right? She had it in her mind. Now, if you were married, though, but do you blame? Who do you blame for that, Frank? Cause you seen the movie. Do you blame the man or the woman or both? uh, you blame both. I blame him the most. I blame him the most because of the fact you already got a foundation with your wife. You got a home, everything going good or whatever, and you just let her little sister came in here and tempt you. It was just sex. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no feeling for her. He didn't have no feeling for her, but the sister thought she was going to take her sister's place. She went in there trying to take that woman home, y'all. That was on her mind to mess her sister up. Oh, you seen it? You seen the movie? Yeah, a little fast gal. Like that little fat gal. Shoot. That little fat gal. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, Tubi movies, you could just about tell if somebody could get killed, you know. And at the end, she ended up killing the husband. Now, you went through all that to be with this man, right? You done messed up your sister, you done messed up your sister marriage. And then you still didn't end up with him. And guess who was left standing, y'all? Out of the two sisters, who do y'all think was alive? I'm just going, don't tell them, Frank. Don't. I'm going to let the ones in the chat guess which one of the sisters was still standing. One of the sisters got killed. One of the sisters got killed. I'm not going to tell y'all which sister. One of the sisters got killed and one of the sisters was still standing. It was a twist. So which sister, okay, Top, you still here? So you said the evil sister. You said she was the one left standing. I'm going to see who else. Don't say that, Frank. Y'all, I'm trying to see if anybody. Then I'm gonna let y'all, cause the title tells what really happened. Anybody else? You sleeping, but you mess. All right. All right. So it was one sister left. The husband got killed and one of the sisters stayed alive. If from what y'all hear me saying, y'all know who was left standing? The good sister. That's why they call the movie The Good Sister. She ended up killing her baby sister because her baby sister dared her. She said, you ain't got it in you. Because her baby sister always have put her down, made her felt, I think she was feeling insecure about some things anyway. But then her sister would rub things in her face to make her feel like, she thought her sister didn't have was trying to say her sister couldn't handle things. But she shot her. I wasn't looking for that. I was not looking for that. I'm thinking this girl gonna shoot her. The good sister shot her. Because she had, her husband got killed. Because she thought she was going to kill her and be with that woman husband. But you know what? She turned that thing around now. She turned it around. That's why they call it the good sister. Because the sister that she was trying to mess up is the one that killed her. And I'm like, wow, I wasn't expecting that now. I didn't think that was going to happen. I'm thinking she finna end up with the husband. But the husband got killed and the evil sister got killed. And that's what happened, y'all. But it's just how it went down, though. And then on the movies out, you don't never see no police investigating there. Then no police come on no scene or nothing. And you kill people on there and get away with it. Because that's what she did. She got away with murdering her husband. Was they married, Frank? Was the little sister and the man married, or that was just the boyfriend? I said it was her husband, but yeah, that little girl, she was just a little fast tail. Just a little fast tail. And I always say too, that's why I be on my granddaughters and stuff. When people look at the way you dress, Your dressing. I know clothes don't make a person, but your outfits or your demeanor about things, your personality, people will look at you. They will judge you by your clothes. They will judge you by things you do also, but a lot of people like, you don't need that on now. But I'm saying people will, like I tell my granddaughter, where you went? Let my daughter go to the concert. I was looking at what she got on. My daughter 36 years old. I mean, she would have looked at me like, Mom, I'm grown. But she had on, I'm like, girl, where you going on high heels on? She had on some high heels, my daughter. But she was dressed appropriate. She know I would have said, now, T, you know you don't need that on now. I tell my children, if it's something that I have on it, they're like, Mom, where you going there? Tell my daughter at me a while ago, Mom, where you been today? I said, I had went and got me some shoes. And I said, now I'm finna go live. You said a husband. So, what you say about the husband? Okay. So I said he was weak. I said he was weak, y'all. He was weak. But y'all check out the movie. I hope, I was trying to have it fun while I was talking, but Frank, you should have been in here and read those comments, Frank. You would have been in here laughing. I was saying, what Frank at? You would have been in here laughing because it was a lot of ladies in the chat, so they would have got rid of her before she even came to the door. I would have shot. If I had seen her coming out the door with them booty shorts on, she wouldn't have made it in my yard. I'm just going to tell you. First of all, I would have thrown her some clothes to put on. I would have put on one of my mama's dresses. She was wrong for coming in the kitchen. I know it. You saw it, Frank. You check it out when you Frank. You check it out when you Frank. Oh boy. You check it out when you Frank. So if you were saying if you had been married, you wouldn't have fell for it. So what are you saying, Frank? What are you really saying, Frank? I know the flesh is weak. But did you see what she told that woman? She gonna fix that woman a salad. I would beat her. I would have beat her, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you. They said that I eat eggs and bacon, a good breakfast. I think with egg and bacon or steak and something. I don't know what it was. And she gonna give her some lettuce. I mean, yeah, some lettuce, a salad. Now you ain't bought nothing. Hey TNT, how you doing? She ain't brought nothing in the house. She just staying on them, cooking up their food. I was just talking about that movie about The Good Sister. And I was just saying, you can't let everybody come in your house. You can't let everybody stay with you. Not even your own kin people, because people will do things and you'll be surprised. Sometimes it be your own relatives don't want to see you happy. You know what I'm saying? And I was just talking about the movie, how this girl came in and she had an agenda. She had an agenda. She was trying to get her sister husband as soon as she pulled up in the yard. Because the way she was dressed, that would have told me something right then. I would have said, look, honey, don't get out that car like that. I would have thrown her one of my high dress. I was like, look, you put that high dress on. You come on in here then. No, I won't have fell for it. I would have told my wife about her. Because she asked him. She did ask him, then she framed. But some couples, that's why it's good to have that communication. I be asking my husband all kind of questions. You probably, I've been asking all kind of questions. But, yeah, but I don't know. But a lot of people, it's like this in reality too, y'all. It ain't just on television. See what I'm saying? It's not just on television. I'm gonna let y'all, I don't know, hold up for a minute. Yep, it ain't just on television. People are doing some stuff. Yeah, this is a movie right here. I'm not gonna play it. But this the name of the movie right here, y'all. This is the name of a movie. You didn't get no notification? Yeah, I've been on about an hour now. This the name of the movie right here. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want YouTube to get me. But they said The Good Sister. It came out in 2025. It's an hour and 11 minutes. It said when her sister Raven moves into the home, Devin must make a choice as Raven start digging in her claws into Devin's life, including his marriage. That's why I blame him. She was wrong too, but I definitely blame him because you already married. What makes you want to try your sister-in-law? You know what I'm saying? They let you know that people will do anything. But the flesh weak. I said he should have been a better man. He should have said, look, no, I love my wife. I don't want to mess things up. But she kept coming around him, trying to tempt him with them booty shouts on and walking all through the house like she was, she was making me sick. She was making me sick. I'm like, I can't stand them husbands like that. But I enjoyed reading the comments everybody was saying. Top Bottom was in here, Living for Jesus, Miss Key, and who else was in here? Lion Pride. They was in here saying, no way she would have made it out that house. She wouldn't have made it in that house. Sassy. They was saying she wouldn't have made it in the front door. But this is the movie, y'all. Just type in, go on Tubi. I think it's on Prime, too. Emotion was in here. Jay Jern, Joshua. Who else came in here? Thank y'all guys. TNT, thank you. Yeah. But still, not all guys would cheat on their mate. I know. But, what I just didn't like about it because that was her sister. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the fact that she, you see it, this is the name of it. It came out of 2025. It's just the point that she thought her sister was real. She thought her sister was weak, Frank. Because she was saying, oh, you ain't going to shoot me. She was like, you ain't got it in you. You don't have it in you, But, she shot that girl. She shot her. So that would let me know that she was having some insecurity about herself. It was something going on with her for her sister to always try to put her down. And she thought like, look, if I come in there and get her husband, she gonna be all right. Girl, please. Girl, please. I don't have any sisters. And if I did, I'd let my sister or somebody come visit. But I won't let nobody move in. A single woman moving in with me and my husband? No, 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 no. That's a red flag. That's a no-no right there. No, 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 no. Because when she was sleeping with the best friend, that told me a lot right there. Before I even, hold on, that's my red. Oh, I'm back. Only thing people talking about now, P did it. Ooh, Jesus. That's what going on. That's what trending now, the P Diddy case. But I'm gonna find me another movie. I know Sass was telling me about a movie called Please. You seen that one, Frank? She said it was a movie called Please. She want me to check that out. It actually happened to me, but I didn't fall for it. What? Her friend got mad because I rejected her. Wow. And told her friend I was cheating on her. What, Frank? Oh my God. No, she did. Wow. But that how people do when they feel like they cannot have that control over you. They'll make up lies. What? Oh my goodness. Who? He went somewhere. You can woke up. Um, Yeah, if they feel like they can have that type of control of you, they'll say anything to see if you're, just to see if they can get next to you like that. So you respected that. I'm just reading your comment. You respected it. You were respecting your girlfriend, right? Because you saying she was trying to talk at you, knowing that they was friends. Is that what you saying, Frank? So you were talking to one woman, right? But her friend was trying to talk at you. That what you saying? But you didn't fall for it. Okay. She told my ex I was cheating on. What? And she believed it? Wow. What? Let's see what TNT had said. She said, me and my sister would never do that to each other, and we have a lot of respect. And that's what I'm saying. They didn't have that girl. They had no respect for her, but the older sister, she was trying to help her sister because she let her came and stayed in her house. She opened her door. She was like, "My house is yours." In so many words, she was saying, "Make yourself at home, and whatever you need, we here for you. This or that, or She opened the door for her, and she was wrong. Even though this is television, but it's real. It happened in real life too. That's why I say, ooh, I have trust. I have trust issues when it comes down to people staying with me or me staying with them. It just, mm-mm. I really do. But I don't have sisters. But I would think that I know my sister wouldn't do me like that. I don't think none of my relatives would, but you still have to make sure. Cause they know me and my husband been together a long time, but still though, you never know what people do these days. And then Frank, in your situation, she must have didn't trust you. Why did she believe her friend? Why did she believe her friend over you? I mean, why did she believe? She just was trying to cause problem for y'all. That's what it was. That's what it was for her to say that, and then and y'all, know how we are, know how us women are, and we know how y'all men are. For a woman come say, "Ooh, come on, I got something to tell you about your husband." You don't be want to really hear it, but deep down you gonna want to know. And then sometimes, like they always say, y'all, you gotta watch who bringing that bone. If somebody can come to you and say, this person said this, what did you say? You have to watch the one carrying the bone. Because the one carrying the bone, they be the one starting stuff. That's what my mama always used to tell me. Watch the one that carried the bone. If you can't tell me what you said, but you can come out and tell me what somebody else said, go on somewhere. Go somewhere. Ain't that what they say? You gotta watch those ones that come to you and say, I seen your husband do this, or I seen your boyfriend do this. Why were you the first thing I would have said? What you watching them for? Okay? Thank people. Yeah. That what I would say. Why are you watching him to know what he's doing? Unless man, I tell you, that is why us women can bring our that is why us women can't bring our man around other women. That is so true. That is so true. It's true. You're definitely right about that. Because Frank said because she thought I was going to sleep with her. Oh, okay. Wow. Mm. I tell you, some people will try you now. If they can get to you like that, they'll try you. But it's just all up to that person and, you know, how they can handle things, really. But it was a pretty good move. I didn't know it was going to end the way it did. I'm thinking, like, okay, I was like, it's probably going to be another part. And I'm sitting there waiting, right? I'm just sitting there waiting to see what the next scene of it went out crazy. The movie did go off crazy, if you ask me. But that has some of those, they said this was like a suspense. It was a twist. So movies like that have you sitting on the edge of the seat like, okay, I'm waiting to see what else gonna happen. Oh, she said she asked me a question about our relationship, but I never said anything. Wow. See, she was trying to start something, Frank. She was just trying to, you know, in other words, she was trying to cause problem for you and your girlfriend. These flowers for everybody that came in today. And shout out to everybody who did the challenge this week. Oh my God, y'all showed out. Even Parika did a video. I saw one of her videos. Shout out to Parika. She said she said she ran down the hall, walked down the hall 4 times or something. I saw a video. Hey Kenneth, how you doing? I was just doing a review on a movie called The Good Sister. It's playing on Tubi. And I was just talking about how things how some people try to cause problems for other people, and a lot of people don't want to see people happy. A lot of people don't want to see people happy. A lot of them don't want to see people doing good. And like I said, you have to watch people who bring you those bones. You have to watch those people who can come and say, "Oh, ooh, you need to know about him." You know, now some people they tell you something. Some people probably really concerned, and you can tell the ones that's trying to start something. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to watch people these days. And no, I don't have a sister, but I don't think if I had one, I don't think they'll do me like that. They won't be after my husband. Cause they did, I kill them. I straight kill them. And it's the same way with your friends. You know, sometimes, you know, they always be saying too, ain't good to be hanging with your friend. Like this is what a lady had told me. I was going to night shift, right? And she gonna tell, she said it's not good that married. I don't know why she said. I because a lot of people have issues when married couples, like when one or the other will have to work at night. She was talking like that caused a lot of problem in your marriage. I didn't like night shift, but I had to do what I had to do because I had to help take care. You know, we had a house, we had kids, and she was saying, "You gonna go to night shift and you married?" You know, it's just how she said it to me, right? And I'm like, I wonder why she said that to me. And she was just saying it like, cause I was gonna be on from. I had started working that job out from 11 to 7. I think I was going in at 11 at night, and I get off at 7 the next morning. And you know, I didn't like the hour because it seemed like I wasn't being at home. It was just like I had to get off from work, just go to sleep, and I was so messed up with them hours. I did not like that. Oh, okay. But you know, these days, how times are hard, people gotta do what they gotta do to provide for their families. You know, you just gotta have that trust. You gotta trust one another. You gotta have that communication. If it's something that you don't like, and if it's, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Okay, everything going all right for you? Makeup mom, good to see you. Um, the friend was the one. Ooh, the friend was one of the reasons y'all broke up. Wow. Thank you, TNT. She should have been minding her business. She should have been minding her business. And let's just go back to what I was saying. You could be doing good with your mate, y'all getting along, living. You know, you living. If somebody come along, just want to just start telling lies and just want to do something to break your happy home up. But you got to be careful. You really do have to be careful who you call your friend and everything. You know, you really do. You can't call everybody a friend either, especially when it comes out of your marriage or you being in a relationship with somebody. You have to be real careful with that, because some people, they say they be happy for you. Some people say they pray for you. Some people pray on you. You know, some people wish for your downfall. They really do. And from watching that movie, the girl wanted her sister life. She wanted her sister life because of the fact she killed her husband or she killed her boyfriend, and because she was cheating on her with his best friend. He had tried to provide for her, but it was obvious she wasn't happy because she went to his best friend. Then she haul up and lied and say he abused her. And the police just took her word. They took her word. No, you can't, because I really don't have any good friends out here. You know, I got a couple, but you know, I'm mostly around my family. I'm mostly around my family and my best friend. I got to check on her today because her mom died. The one I was telling y'all about the other day. And me and her been friends ever since elementary. Yeah, I got to call her later on because she had to go out of town. Kenneth, you been doing okay? Cause she had to go out of town for her mama funeral. The friend was okay. I'm trying to make sure I read that. I'm on my computer trying to catch up with the. That is why. That is why us women got to draw the line. That's true, TNT. That is so true. Makeup mom, is good to see you. No, you don't. Okay, I just read that. Too many people was in the kitchen. Exactly. Exactly. And see, to me, on that movie, I don't think that was a true picture. I don't think it was a true picture. I don't think it was. Because most of the time, when it be a true picture, they would say it either in the beginning or the end. But her sister, she should have put her foot down. I mean, she like smiling. Oh, she ain't gonna do me like that. No. And what did she do? The wife, I don't have two good friends in California. That's all okay. Yeah. See, the woman didn't think her sister would have stooped that low to do her like that. Then in their house, she slept with her sister husband in their house. Oh my God. I'm okay. Went to the doctor today. Everything okay? Yeah, I had talked to my doctor my dad yesterday. He said he had a good report. My dad was fighting two types of cancer, but he's done good. He said everything is looking good. And I told him, amen, God is good. Um, her family friend and the church people and her ex-boyfriend was, oh, wow. Wow. Oh, you was just skin doctor. Okay. I'm glad you're okay, Ken. Wow, Frank. All the people was in your relationship. I mean, everybody had something to say. Wow. Hmm. I gotta go to the doctor Monday. I gotta go to the doctor Monday. I don't know. I mean, hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Over here talking about that movie I had watched. Have you seen it? It called The Good Sister, and I was just talking about, you know, I'm not saying people. Now it do happen now. Sisters try to get other sister husbands and stuff like that. Cause that's what the movie was about. The one sister killed the boyfriend, then she went and moved in with her sister, and she went in out after her sister husband. She talking to who? she was talking to, but yeah, I mean, the way she was dressed, yeah, it was a lot of things was there to the sister. I don't know. It seemed like the sister, she just would. No, my sister wouldn't do me like that. My sister, if you know your sister, if you got a sister, and you really, really know your sister, and you like, nah, not my sister. I don't have any sisters. I got 5 brothers. But anybody that got sisters and you got a husband, you ain't gonna want to think like that. But people are doing that. Today is the anniversary of a day. You said today is the okay, Kenneth. I'm trying to figure out what you said. Okay. See, she killed her boyfriend, and she said her boyfriend abused her, right? So she killed the boyfriend, and she got away with it because the police believed in her. The police believed in her. They didn't ask no other questions. But now, most of the time when a boyfriend or either wife or husband, when something happens to either or, they supposed to question the mate, right? 9 times out of 10, they said the mate beat and did it. They didn't even question that woman like that. She told them both, my husband abused me. And that was the end of that story. Hey, Tang Tang, you done woke up? Or you ain't been asleep? And she went and moved in with, no, he didn't abuse her. She cheated on him. Turn the light on, y'all. When you spread that little dog with her. She cheated on him, and he was tired. He couldn't put up with it. So she go in and go trying to stay with her sister, right? I don't think she should have went there. That's why I said you can't let everybody in your house. And you be trying to help people. Her sister did had open doors for her. She said, your house, my house is your house. The invasion of France during World War II. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. You said the day the anniversary, okay. And then she was dressing half naked, walking all around her husband. See, that was just too many red flags. But her sister started using common sense. She like, something ain't looking right here. So she told her to go put on some clothes. She said, go put some clothes on. That's what you do. She was very disrespectful. Very. Yeah. She wanted her sister life. That's what she did. She didn't think her sister, like I said, it was something going on with her sister. Like, to me, I picked up on like she was insecure about herself. Cause the way she was saying, that's why me and mama, she said something about that's why me and mama made the decision for you or something. It's just like they thought that she couldn't handle things. That's why she shot her. When she shot that girl at the end, I'm like, no, I didn't believe she was gonna do that. Yeah. This woman was she was after her sister husband. She what I didn't like, Frank, this what made me bad too. She done went in there and cooked this woman grocery, fed her husband, and then get her nothing but some lettuce. Somebody you could stand and eat a salad. I'm like, ooh, I probably serious. I would have gave her 2 bullets. That what she would have ate. She would have been eating some bullets. You hear me? She sit up there and cooked her and her sister husband a nice breakfast and come giving her some lettuce. Somebody, you can stand and eat a salad. I would have said, if you don't get out my house, ooh, chat. I was reading the chat earlier when I was talking about it. I was laughing at some of the ladies in the chat. They said, live for Jesus, and she would have beat the blank off of her. You know, we was just over here just laughing about, because it's crazy. So I'm gonna ask you serious, like I asked other people in the chat. Who do you blame in a situation like this? Would you blame your sister, or would you blame your husband, or you would blame both? Who would you blame? And I know you probably can't speak on that because that never happened to you. But if you was in a position like that, and you welcome your sister in because she was supposed to be grieving from her husband, which she killed. She know she was just, ooh, child. She know she was acting. I said, that girl know she was acting right now. Yeah, I blame the husband. And then, some of the people in the chat was saying they blame the sister because she knew she was wrong too. But I still say the husband should have had, he could have been, he could have changed the whole thing. But he was weak. He was weak. And the only thing was on his mind. Look, like they say, he wasn't thinking with that head. He wasn't using his brain. Know what he was thinking with. But, but even though this is a movie, but people go through this. They go through people, sister betraying sisters and stuff like that. Yeah, she killed his best friend. And his best friend was telling him, that ain't a good idea. That's not a good idea having your sister-in-law stand with y'all. People were telling them, her friend was telling her, it's not good having your sister stand with you. And she already a killer. And then she a single woman, young, single, half dressed, naked, and no way, no way, no way, no way. She would have been shot. She wouldn't even have to put a foot on the yard. I would have shot her. But I don't have any sisters. But I don't think my sister would do anything like that to me. But these days, y'all, you don't know what people might try to do for real. Yeah, her husband killed. Yeah, she killed her husband best friend. She killed the husband best friend. Then she turned around and killed. It was a twist. It was crazy. I want to get in the TV. Y'all be watching a movie. They be so good sometimes. And they be making you mad all at the same time. And I be like, oh my God. Oh, I be like, oh. Yeah, but I just want to speak on that because I think it was some mental illness there somewhere. Nowhere in the world this woman got away with. She thought she was going to get away with that. But her sister, at the end, she's like, you think I won't do that? See, she thought her sister was so weak-minded and she kept saying, oh, you ain't going to do that. She thought her sister was going to go along with her and go just say, you slept with my husband, it's fine. That's what she thought her sister was going to be like. Girl, please. Girl, please. That's why I don't have family enough friends stand with me. I guess that's why I'm singing. It make it, and she said that's why I'm singing. I don't trust no one. Things like this do make you not want to, like I was telling Frank, sometimes on TNT, sometimes you have to watch people, especially the ones that like to bring the bone. Like, this is what my grandma and mama used to say. Watch the people that bringing that bone. Like Frank was saying on a situation what happened to him. All right, Ken, you enjoy your weekend, okay? I'm glad you had a good doctor's report. Like Frank said, one of his friend was trying to sleep with him, And he refused, but she still told his girlfriend. And she believed it. She believed the friend over him. The friend was telling me in the chat. So I was saying, I said, Frank, why would she just believe? Because we can't believe everything people say. And so you have to watch who bring you that bone. The 9 times out of 10, the one bring you that bone and that gossip and those rumors, you got to ask them, what did you say? You watching my husband? But why? Why are you watching my husband? And coming back telling me. That would tell me, look, that's a red flag right there. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of friends. And I don't just hang at people's houses. And people don't hang. I'm basically with my children, my mom. You know, I got a couple of friends, but I don't do that. I don't go sit up. You know how, you know, when my friend was married, we went like different little places together. But I don't do that. I don't sit up in people's houses, and when it's time for me and my husband to be with us, we're gonna be with us. And if I decide to want to hang and like go to a cookout or something like that, you know, visit or anybody come to my house, or they go home. I'm just saying, you know. Yep. TNT said, well, I'm going to do a food house soon and I'll be uploading. Okay. Make sure I have my bells on. Now, sometimes we just don't be getting the notifications, but since you told me, I'll be keeping an eye on it. Yeah. Let's see what Siri said. Okay. Yeah, but these days, you just don't know, y'all. I have friends, but I carefully watch the patterns. Okay, let me see what you say. And behavior. That's true. Ruth, did you see it? You saw the name of the movie, The Good Sister. But at the end, the good sister ended up standing. She was the one left standing, y'all. The one that they thought wouldn't do nothing. She lost. The girl killed her husband. She killed her husband's best friend. And that sister snapped at the end. But the little sister kept on saying, oh, you ain't gonna do that. You know, like, you ain't got it in you. That's why I say, those quiet ones, What they always say about them quiet people, y'all? What they always say about them quiet people? The one that won't say much, or you think they won't say much. They're the one you have to watch. She saw her sister coming out dressed and all. She knew it. She asked her husband, but he couldn't be honest with her. He said, she told him, look, are you sleeping with, is anything going on with me, you and my sister? She asked him just as plain as day. But he was weak. He was weak. The flesh is weak, and he was weak. She kept strutting a little, I want to get in that TV. I want to slap her about 2 or 3 times. That's what I want to do. But at the end, the good sister had the last laugh. That's why they call it the good sister. Because she sat there and let her husband slept with her sister. And her sister thought she was going to team up with her at the end. And she like, you know, she wanted her sister to like forgive her and act like nothing had happened, you know. And I'm glad that girl had some common sense at the end. So the good sister ended up standing, you know, through it all. So that sums up the movie, y'all. That sums up the movie. It was a lot of betrayal. It was a lot of betrayal in the movie. Things that you don't really think family would do, but you never know. You never know. She would. You just said it just the way it is, Frank. Frank said, so she would they call a hoe. Sorry to say. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Frank said she kept asking, oh, this what you, oh, about your friend, okay. This Frank talking about his friend, his girlfriend. He said, she kept asking me about my relationship, thinking I was going to cheat on my woman. Okay, see, she was trying to get to you, Frank. She was trying to get to you. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to get to you. Shout out to my members. Shout out to everybody who did the challenges this week. We did some walking. My first 2 days, my leg a little sore now, but I'm good. But after the first 2 days, I walked. I said, I'm gonna make it this week. I just every time I walk, if I felt some pain, I just took medication. I went and soaked. But this week was a pretty good week. It was a pretty. I go to the doctor Monday. I'm gonna tell my doctor what I've been doing, and I'm gonna continue to try to get some steps in when I'm able to. So we're gonna continue to keep doing some challenges. We're gonna keep doing some motivation to help keep us motivated, help continue to keep our spirits up. Um, and I had said today I just want to do some laughter and talk about some stuff. And I thought about the movie. I said, I'm going to watch this movie Frank was talking about. But like I said, even though this wasn't a true picture, but it lets you see how things are in reality sometimes. That how family, it was all in the Bible. God has spoke on all this, how mothers and daughters turn against each other, sister against sister, brother against brother. And it was all in the Bible with relatives and people was doing all that stuff. Kin people was with kin people, because it was a lot of evenness and stuff going on. And God, see, he spoke on all those things. He really did. He spoke on all those things. Yeah, everybody did a good job. And you as a person, you have to like, look, is it worth losing what I got? Is it worth, especially if you have built a foundation, you married or you got a girlfriend, you've been with her for a while, and you don't want nobody to come in and mess that up. But people will try to do it. They will try to do it if they can get to you. You see, Frank, the lady was testing you. She was asking you questions because she was trying to cause problem for you and your girlfriend. You said she wasn't the reason why she broke up. Y'all broke up. But Frank, you said you didn't sleep with her, but your girlfriend believed in her. And that would probably made you question her. Like, you could have questioned your girlfriend and said, look, why you gonna believe her and not me? And y'all know how we women is. We'll stick together with each other now. But sometimes we will drop the gun. Sometimes sometimes we have to really, like I said, when people come tell you something, make sure you got some good sources. Don't fall for anything somebody come tell you. Because 9 times out of 10, the one bring that bone is the one trying to cause trouble for you. Sometimes we have to just, whew. They always say it's good to see things for yourself. And then if someone tell you something about your mate or if they feel like you need to know this, it might be somebody that you can really trust and you know them. It's just something you have to just take in consideration because everybody don't mean good. Everybody they can say a lot, but that do it mean it have to be true. That's why you do have to be careful out here these days. You can't call everybody your friend. You can't call everybody your sis. You can't call everybody your bruh. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that. I don't go by hearsay, but I would take in consider. See what I'm saying? You can take things in consideration. You got to know exactly where it's coming from. Cause like I said, if you come tell me something about my husband, if you come tell me I seen your husband doing this, my first thing, what you doing looking at my husband? That's the first thing I'ma ask. Why are you watching my husband? But you want to come tell me something. See, you gotta think. Hey Angie, how you doing? Been over here? We've been cutting up over here, girl. We've been cutting up. Just talking about that movie I had seen. You probably seen it, Angie. I think I don't know if you said you had seen it or not. It's about the good sister. It's on Tubi. I told y'all about like the basic part of the movie, but you can still watch it. I just want y'all to see how that girl just came in that lady, came in her sister's house, how she just came in her sister's house and trying to take over her life. And I was just saying, you can't trust everybody else, not even your own kin people. You know, you try to help people out, and then they turn around and hurt you. You know, you try to give people olive branch, try to help them out if they're having a hard time, and try to help them get back on their feet. But then you come in and trying to mess up my home. Be careful when they call you good sis. Those are the ones. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, as you've been doing okay, I had read your comment. I understand. You know now. If I don't see, I either say you got some family stuff going on. No, we good. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, it's on Tubi called The Good Sister. And she gonna make you mad. Cause I want to I want to go through the TV and get them. Y'all know the movie be so good, y'all. Y'all know the movie be good. I'm making y'all want some popcorn. Y'all like my popcorn right now? I thought I had some here. Cause I was gonna be eating some while I was talking, but I get them kids ate all of them. They eating up everything. They out for the summer, Jesus. They out for the summer, so they eating up everything. And I just want to speak on that about, sometimes when you try to help people, they end up messing things up for you. Yes, people who are around a lot begin not to appreciate each other. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. I found out she was sleeping with the friend. You talking about your girlfriend, Frank? You talking about your girlfriend, right? I found out she was sleeping with the friend. She got mad at me and revealed. What? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Are you saying your girlfriend was sleeping with the woman? What you say? I'm trying to make sure that I read that good. What? What? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. The same woman, the same woman that was asking you or was trying to sleep with you, Frank, or asking you about who you sleeping. Jesus. Jesus. And I see why you, Frank. I see why you I see why you be giving women a heart. I see why you be giving these women a hard time out here. Oh my God. That was a twist right there. You're right, Angie. You sure you that could be a movie. Wow. Oh, Frank. I know that was, ooh, oh my God. I know that was kind of, ooh, I can't imagine. I know you had put in the chat that she was asking you about, that's why she was asking you. That's why she was, in other words, she was trying to she, ooh, oh my God. Oh my God. These, serious that these women are ruthless, downright low down and dirty. Exactly. Cause Frank said she was like, his girlfriend believed it her when she said Frank would cheating on her, but all the while, ooh, oh my goodness, all the while they were. Frank, you want to show them that, Frank? Oh my God, how did you handle that, Frank? Don't talk about it if it. I know you probably had to. Woo, I know that was probably. Woo, oh my God. If you want to talk about it, you can. But I know that was a lot to take in. And I know you have trust issues when it comes to women. That's why cause I notice sometimes how I be reading y'all comments, right? And I can tell how you speak about stuff like you have been through stuff. And it like, when you've been through a lot, it be hard to have that trust when it come down to trying to, start over because wow, that was a lot. That was a that could be a movie right there, Frank. Wow. Yeah, be like, yeah. Wow. She said, that is my what? Oh my God. Wow. She said, that is my B. Oh my God. So you had no idea she was into women? What they call that now when you into women, men? What they call that? Is it bisexual? So I don't know, but is that what they call? So you found that out by her, what, later on or whatever? Or she already was like, so what they call it? So, cause people have children and they still can say they like that. I'm like, where did children come in at? It's about hood me, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, let me get out that line. I gotta call look. I'm gonna call you when I get out the line. You still alive? Woo. But wow, Frank. That oh my goodness. But I know that really made things, like where you don't want to deal with women. Is that's part of it? If that's part of the reason why you ain't like, I ain't saying you ain't involved with nobody, but it really made things different for you, right? It really made you think twice about dating again. I left the relationship, but she still wanted a brother. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Okay, I'm reading y'all chat. That's something serious right there. I mean, you didn't know she was into women, so that's how you found out? Wow. Frank passed on too wide. Look at Angie. Lord, I take relationships serious. I can understand that. Yes. When you realize how much you really knew each other. Wow. My red flags up until further notice. I got you, Frank. I hear you. Wow. Mm. I guess, people should be honest. The thing about it, people should be honest with let a person know. Is that what they call it? Bisexual? People should let people know, look, like I was looking at the P. Diddy case. I don't know what he is. I don't know what he is, but it's obvious. It's obvious that, I don't know. I mean, people need to be straight up. Look, tell a person up front, look, I'm not gay. I like both. So they call that bisexual. I said, I don't know. I just be hearing how people be talking. Up front, but then later on down the road, you won't get no surprises. You won't get no surprises. Then you can probably go on and move on with your life. If you choose did what you want, go ahead on. Leave me alone. No? Wow. So Frank said he got his red flags up. They go both ways. Okay. Lord. But, Thanks for sharing that with us, Frank. I know I think I saw you say something about that, but you didn't really get any detail, but I know it probably took some out you, you know. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, it took you a while to get over it. It probably took you a while just to get over the fact that she, you know, wow. But anyway, I don't know. People have their sexual preference, whatever they like, but don't be fooling people now. Oh, who is that? Hey, Toy, how you doing? I gotta find my super chat song. You been listening at me, girl. We been over here cutting out. What you been up to, girl? And tell my sister Nisa, she sent me some. I'm like, somebody sent me. I be getting cash out from people out of the blue. She said she was just thinking about me. Thank you. How you doing, sis? How long you can be here? Cause we in here talking about relationships, and I was talking about that movie I seen. Did you see that movie about The Good Sister? And I was just telling people you can't just let everybody in your house because not even your own relatives these days. People will pull something on you. And I also had said too, you have to watch the people that bring you the bone, the one that try to come tell you about your marriage or your relationship. You have to watch them. Cause if they bring you something about your husband, I'm gonna say, look, it's obvious you looking at my husband. If you want to come and tell me something about him. And then Frank was just sharing some things about some things what happened in his relationship. Thank you for the super chat. I gotta go get my super chat. So that my sister told y'all. She always coming in here surprised. Look, she wasn't the moderator with being in the bushes. She be watching. I told y'all I got some angels in the bushes. I got some angels in the bushes. Thank you. This right here gonna push me on to get. I really am gonna get a check this month. I done reached my goal. Thank you. I reached my goals. I think I'll get a little YouTube check. I've been listening for a while, watching Straws now. Okay, that's what I want to see. It's on now. But have you seen the movie on Tubi? I'm gonna have to watch that. I might talk about it. Is it pretty good? I was talking about the movie, The Good Sister. How this lady killed her husband, saying that her husband abused her, right? So she told the police her husband abused her, so she gonna leave out of town and go move in with her sister. You know this girl moved in with her sister and slept with her sister's husband. But it was so many red flags that she came in dressing like a you know what, one thing, walking around her sister husband half naked. And I was just saying, you can't just bring anybody in your house. I want to see that too. I'm gonna watch that when I get out. The Straw is on Netflix. Okay. And I was just saying you can't bring you just can't bring everybody in your house. Kin or twins. It doesn't matter. You can't trust people these days. Even though that movie wasn't based on a true it wasn't based on a true story. But and I was asking the question, Toy, who do you blame the most? Do you blame the man or the sister? I said a lot of people say they blame the man because he was married. He was the married one. And but I like I said, flesh weak. That man was very weak. But tell Nisa I said thank you. I couldn't I thought I had her Facebook name because I wanted to tell her thank you for the cash app she sent me the other day. You blame both? So why I know you watching the movie. You know I like to hear your input now. So but I still say this, Toy. I say the man should have had he should have been a bigger person. I mean, you know you married to this girl's sister. She coming in, you know, and then what got me, the sister cooked the husband breakfast now. They eating all the, I mean, they was just rubbing it all in front of the woman's face. I want to get in that TV. I want to get in that TV, y'all. I want to strangle that girl. She went in there fixing the husband something to eat and come throwing her a salad. Talking about you could use a salad. I would have said, you don't get your old girl. That would have now that would made me mad with her. She sitting up there cooking that woman food up. And they even had the decent enough to didn't have the decent enough to offer her no food, right? I'm trying to get in string up for a minute. Didn't have the decency to offer her anything, but gonna tell her you can use the salad. I would have said, "B, please." you sit up here, you sit up and eat my eggs and bacon and come get me some lettuce. Ain't bought nothing in my house now. This woman ain't bought nothing, y'all. She came in with the clothes on her back. Frank, what happened to her clothes, Frank? Why she didn't take no clothes with her? She killed the husband and she had left the house. She left her clothes. I'm like, this is a crazy movie here. So she was after that woman husband. She was after her sister husband. She had an agenda. And that's what I be saying about some of these women out here. Some of them do have an agenda. Yeah. But yeah, she watching the new Tyler Perry movie, y'all. I didn't know it was coming on tonight, but I gotta play my song for Toy. I gotta play my song for you, Toy. Hold on. But I do appreciate you, my girl. Oh, thank you. So thank you. Hold on. It's so short. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. Yep. So thank you. So thank you. Thank you, Toy. But I tell you, these days, y'all, we have to be careful though. We do have to be careful about who we bring into our home. I love you too. Toy's my sis, y'all. Me and her been rocking almost 5 years. She's was part we part of the dream team. And they respect what I do over here. And they always tell me, cause you don't see me, that don't mean I don't support you. She come in every time, get me every time. No, I be teary-eyed. And then my other sister sent me something the other day. I'm like, did I get a cash out? Sometimes you'll get that notification. And I said, those be blessings that you unexpected blessings. And I thank God for having those ladies in my life. We always know how to get in touch with one another. But I've been doing okay though, Toy. You been doing okay? Yeah, she told me. I've been working hard over here, girl, trying to get back monetized, and I did. With the help of some of the ladies in the chat, Angie, Sirius, Frank, you know, all those guys, they stuck with me. They was watching my videos. You Toy, y'all would watch some of my work. I can help this. I just do things different over here. I just, you know, this have always been me, but don't get me wrong now. If I had to defend myself, I will, but I don't be having time for all that. It's too much. It's just too much. Life is short. I say what I'm gonna say, mean what I mean, go about my business. Ain't that right, Sid Toy? But we ain't no pushovers. But I have enjoyed y'all, and like I said, anytime I share on my channel, it's entertainment. I try to do things for wellness, for education. I'm all about trying to keep myself lifted up along with others. And Todd, my dad had a good report yesterday. Everything looking good for him. Everything looking good for him. He called me yesterday. He doing good. Girl, he got another girlfriend. So I'm mercy. He got another girlfriend. So I'm like, oh Lord. I was all right now, Dad. All right. I said, my dad, but Papa was a rolling stone. But anyway, you guys, I enjoyed y'all as always. I want to try to do something for my members, for the ones that been with me. And thank you, Todd. Todd was one of my members through Patreon, but everybody switched over to YouTube. And I want to do like a little giveaway or just a little token to let the members know that I do appreciate them. So I'm going to do like a giveaway. And then we probably just I might do like a little trivia thing, something like that. Just, I try to keep things positive. I try to have a little fun and stuff like that too, you know. But anyway, you guys, do I make y'all want some popcorn? I want to go see that movie. How it is so far, Toy? Who watching it? Who else watching it? Tyler Perry been showing out. I'm waiting to see that other picture. The Beauty in Black. That's what I'm waiting on. Now he showed out with that one now. Y'all finna go watch the Tyler Perry movie? I'm sure they gonna play it again. I'm sure they gonna play it again. They showing it now. They gonna play it again. Cause that's how they do. They'll play it for a while. But with a picture of Beauty in Black, that's what I'm waiting on to see. I want to see the other part. But I hope all y'all have a good weekend. Just know that I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. And like I always have said, this channel cannot run by itself. Without y'all and God, things wouldn't be possible. No, just being here in my chat, giving me that thumbs up, supporting me, I appreciate it all. The cash out, the super chat, I appreciate it just all. Being here in my chat. Cause this channel have came a long way, and long as God continue to give me the strength, it'll continue to roll. But on that note, I enjoyed y'all. If y'all haven't watched that movie, the Good Sister end up at the end, y'all. She killed her sister, so she was left without a husband and a sister. Good night. Good to see you, my friend Angie. Good to see you. I haven't been seeing Grandma Lynn. Has she been on lately? Have Grandma Lynn been on lately? You know, sometimes we be getting notifications, sometimes we don't. And I know I haven't seen her lately. I hope she's well. Shout out to my members. Shout out to those Georgia. What? Oh, you ain't been seeing her? Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next go round. What tomorrow? I'll probably out tomorrow. They having like it's gonna be hot. Whew. They having something for the kids, like a Jubilee thing. I'll probably pop up, let y'all see the scenery. And I'll be going on vacation the 3rd through the 6th. We're going to the beach. I'm going to go and relax. You know, I'll be popping up. Y'all know I'll be taking y'all along with me. We're going to, my granddaughter's 17th birthday. It's her little birthday getaway. So we're going to do something for that. And I'm going to continue next week to keep, I'm going to be talking about men mental health next week. I'm going to start on that on the 9th. And other than that, I'm just going to keep continuing to put out that positivity and spread the motivation and the wellness and keep doing me, you know. I want to thank everybody again for coming over. And thanks again for the cash outs. You going the 3rd. Where you going, girl? I'll be gone about 4 days. You going too? Okay. All right. Enjoy yourself. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go stick it out, check out this movie, see the girl turn the TV on. I probably going to have to wait until it start over. North Africa. Because I probably missed the beginning of it. And thank you again, Frank. Let's continue to keep Frank, my boy, that Frank will come in. I knew Frank was coming because I knew he had watched the movie. But thank y'all again for coming in. Thanks again for everybody that did the challenges. Next week, we're doing the pineapple water challenge. Drink pineapple water for 5 days. You can have no sodas, no coffee, no tea. Your pineapple water will be your beverage for 5 days. Do you think you can handle it? Only thing I'm going to tell you now, get you some tissue paper. Get ready to run. Because you're going to go to the bathroom. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next go round. Bye-bye. And thank you, Toy. You know I love you. I'm finna text you. You know I got your number. I'm finna text you. I was like, girl, you all will be coming in here surprising me like that. But I appreciate it. Going toward the goal, you know. After you get $100, you'll get a check. So I done made my goal, y'all. Oh, have mercy. You too, I tell you. Whew. But anyway, I'll see y'all on the next go round. Bye-bye. Be blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up.